Hey everyone, welcome to the newest edition of the Mia Connect on Air. I'm your host Mia Voss. This week we'll be talking about Rocky Mountain Junior Achievement, and my guest today is Jenn Venerable. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Had to do it. So you know I'm bat crap crazy about Junior Achievement. Tell me about this amazing organization and what it does in Colorado.
Sure. Junior Achievement, we have our office here in Denver, and we serve students kindergarten through high school by connecting them with volunteers from the community, from businesses, other groups, to teach kids about financial literacy, how to be workforce ready, and entrepreneurship.
So I'm really excited about the program that's going to be starting next month, which is the Business Week. Tell us about that. I know I'm getting a ton of people volunteering for it, and it just seems like such an amazing event.
Yes, thank you for being one of our panelists for the Entrepreneur Summit. Yay!
Yes, I think I'm on for the comic relief, and I'm okay with that too.
That's great. The kids will love it. It's for high school students. It's called JA Business Week. It's 1 week that's really immersion into a business environment, kind of like the Apprentice TV show.
Right.
They will stay, they will stay on a college campus at Johnson and Wales in the dorms for a whole week, so we have lots of supervision, and they will be competing against each other in teams to create a product for a real company. We have Jamba Juice working with them on smoothies. We have the Denver Cutthroats helping them create a hockey day, and the Microsoft store in Park Meadows, they're going to be doing a Xbox midnight release launch party.
Now, do they get to choose the projects, or is it just they come in and then it's just randomly chosen for the projects?
You know, if they're there for the first time, if they're at JA Business Week, their first year, they'll be working with Jamba Juice. So we do have the majority of students working on that. If they come back a second time, they get to work with the Cutthroats, and the third and fourth year students work with Microsoft.
What's your return rate for kids that started out? Is it what's that level at? Is it like 90%? I would think they just get crazy about it and want to come back.
It's quite a bit, yeah. Probably 50%, because a lot of them have summer jobs or sports camps, but we get about half that come back each year, so that's pretty high.
That's a very high rate, especially with how many different options that they have. And this is something that, yes, is business related. But I'll tell you, I am so crazy about it, because the idea of that you're really teaching them these very practical life skills, and then also getting the community involved as well.
Absolutely. We have nearly 100 volunteers from different groups, businesses that come, like yourself, to work with the students in groups, one-on-one, really show them how it relates to the real world. This is very real life. The businesses that we work with could actually be using their ideas, so it's a really hands-on, real experience. They make connections. They might end up working with, Jamba Juice or Microsoft, or for one of the entrepreneurs that come. Hint, hint.
Exactly. Everybody. I mean, this is what I love too. Is again that the community can be involved as well. And sorry, you can see Bob. He definitely wanted to get his cone in. Get his 2 cents in on this. Here he is, everyone. Still mad about the cone. But it is. It really is amazing. One of the events that I love that I thought was so clever is the mocktails event. Tell me about that.
So it's a networking event for our second and third and fourth year students. So they've been before, because their first year they actually do an etiquette dinner. That's the first time they come to JA Business Week. And then if they return, they come to the Mocktails networking event. They get to really mix and mingle with business professionals in a mock cocktail setting. It's obviously juice drinks and appetizers. And they get to one-on-one network. And we have real networking going on. We've actually had students make business connections to work with companies, internships, jobs, and so it's a real experience, but it's a safe environment for them to really practice those skills.
Being in social media, that's one thing I do a lot of coaching for people with, and especially kids that are coming out of college or out of high school, is make it the real thing. Be the big adult now, and get your LinkedIn thing going. Get your handshake down. Get your big why and what you want to do, or at least who you want to connect with. Even though that'll change, and that's something I will talk about when I'm on the panel too. Is just kind of being somebody that I can kind of go with the change of the economy as an entrepreneur. But I love that. I think it's so encouraging for kids to just make them they're viable. They're in the community. We want them to be encouraged and to really be a lot of support.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's such a safe environment because they could make a connection, but if they don't, it's okay. It's a summer educational program, so we like to give them that.
And thank you for emphasizing that too, because it can seem, I mean, it's scary for me as an adult for networking and going to these different things. I mean, you go to Meetup and you're like, am I just going to sit there by myself and not have anyone talk to me? So it does give you the skill set in a safe environment to really learn how to handle yourself in a business way.
Exactly, and it's neat for the volunteers that come in from the different businesses because, teenagers sometimes aren't portrayed in the best light. So they come to JA Business Week, they see the future of our workforce, and they're very much encouraged because they see how professional they are, how comfortable they are in this setting. The volunteers are helping make them that comfortable, but they're also inspired by the future workforce, which is really cool. I love for them to see the students in that light versus, how they could be portrayed in other ways.
Just an MTV generation type of thing, which, even or the Gen Y and X type of thing. And I agree, you're right. That's a great point that it's educational on both sides of what's coming into the workforce and letting us know as business owners, there's this next generation that there's a lot out there to look forward to for kids coming in the workforce too. So tell me how, I love this program that you're using for people to volunteer for the Business Week, and then obviously any other programs that you have going on.
Yeah, we have an online sign up that we're using. It's called Sign Up Genius, and it's actually anyone can use it. Nonprofit, church group, family reunion. It's called signupgenius.com, free online tool. We are using it right now for the JA Business Week program. So if you heard about it and you want to come for an hour and work with students on the networking or on the ethics portion, you can go to our website, jacolorado.org, and look for that online sign up. We're also using it for our JA Finance Park program, which is really cool. It's during the school year. It's a simulation where students go through budgeting as if they're an adult. So we're using this online Sign Up Genius to fill the slots for that too. And then during the school year, when we're looking for high school volunteers, we'll be utilizing that too, so you can see schools in your neighborhood, what the teachers are needing for their classroom, and you can go online as a community member, a parent, business person, and sign up, and then we'll get in touch with you about training and materials. We'll fully support you after you do that initial sign up.
Well, and that seems like such a great tool to use. I love to loop in social media or any kind of great tools because it's saving time for you and it's keeping everybody involved. And I'm sure that's that finance thing. A lot of adults could use that as well. So that would be, I'd love to see that too. Those sound like amazing programs.
Yeah, we have so much. I mean, you can check it out all on our website too. We have a calendar. We have different places if you're an educator or volunteer. Yeah, the online sign-up has been great. It's really helped utilize our resources better as a nonprofit. We're always looking for ways to do that. And anyone can use it. Anyone can start a sign-up. They can sign up themselves. It's really cool too, because if you sign up as a volunteer, you don't have to necessarily create an account. You have all these usernames and passwords. You can if you want to have a Sign Up Genius account, but you can even just go in and do the one-time volunteering and not have to save your information too, which is nice.
Well, I don't know if you noticed me writing it down because I'm on the committee for my high school reunion, so this is going to come in super handy. I'm excited.
Yeah, anything that you need people to sign up for.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So here's the moment. Let's talk about what you or Junior Achievement are all crap crazy about. Who would you like to shout out this week? JA Business Week is coming up. They're calling you right now.
Yeah, they want to be on the show. So JA Business Week is coming up, and I just absolutely love this program. We have more students applying than we can even fit in the dorm rooms, and we certainly have more than we budgeted for. So I'd be bat crap crazy if we could pay for all of them to come. So if anyone is interested in sponsoring a student, I'd love for them to give us a call, because we have a wait list going. We have more students than ever that are applying for our financial assistance, because there is a small fee to attend since they're in the dorms and all of their meals are covered. But if they cannot afford it, if they are, if their family's struggling, then we charge a lower fee, or we give them a full scholarship. So I'd love to be able to provide more of those scholarships for the students that couldn't afford to come otherwise, so they can experience this opportunity that could really change. It could change their life. We've had students come that a couple years ago, a student came. He just kind of was like a middle-of-the-road performing student at school. Didn't really have a lot of, besides his parents, of course, didn't have a lot of adults in his life. And his advisor at JA Business Week helped him see that he really liked cooking and he could start a restaurant, and helped show him that he could actually do something like that.
This is how you all got me looped in, or stories like that in the first place, of these individual stories of what a difference it can make just for one person. They might get lost in the cracks or not have a lot of support, and just that one, that's why I'm so bat crap crazy about you guys. So I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, there's so many stories like that. Over the years, I've just seen so many students benefit, either whether it's just a little bit and they just think, well, now I want to major in business in college. And I think, oh, that's awesome, because I wish I had majored in business. Everything is business, really. So if they can just see that little tidbit, or if it really just changes the whole direction of their life, it can do so many things. And even just the experience of being on a campus, being away from their regular routine for a week and meeting new people, that changes a lot about yourself and how you interact with people.
Well, I can't wait to be a part of it, because I will be volunteering at a couple, and I just got the brainstorm to maybe have a Google Hangout while we're there too and talk to some of the kids. So look for that on the show in June, because it really is such a great example to the community and such a value. So we really appreciate what you do and what Junior Achievement does. So I'll put more information on my website, on the blog post, and I'll be putting this on Facebook too, so you guys all know how to find this and get involved, because it's amazing and so easy and fun to do.
Awesome. Thank you very much for putting the word out.
Absolutely, and thank you for being on the show. Let's get you one more round of applause. Thanks so much, Jen, and we will see you all next week. Have a great week.
Students, it's called JA Business Week. It's 1 week that's really immersion into a business environment, kind of like The Apprentice TV show. Right. They will stay, they will stay on a college campus at Johnson & Wales in the dorms for a whole week, so we have lots of supervision, and they will be competing against each other in teams to create a product for a real company. We have Jamba Juice working with them on smoothies. We have the Denver Cutthroats helping them create a hockey day, and the Microsoft store in Park Meadows, they're going to be doing a Xbox midnight release launch party.
Now, do they get to choose the projects, or is it just they come in and then it's just randomly chosen for the projects?
If they're there for the first time, if they're at JA Business Week, their first year, they'll be working with Jamba Juice.
So I'm bat crap crazy about Junior Achievement. Tell me about this amazing organization and what it does in Colorado.
Sure. Junior Achievement, we have our office here in Denver, and we serve students kindergarten through high school by connecting them with volunteers from the community, from businesses, other groups, to teach kids about financial literacy, how to be workforce ready, and entrepreneurship.
So I'm really excited about the program that's going to be starting next month, which is the Business Week. Tell us about that. I know I'm getting a ton of people volunteering for it, and it just seems like such an amazing event.
Yes, thank you for being one of our panelists for the Entrepreneur Summit. Yay!
Yes, I think I'm on for the comic relief, and I'm okay with that too.
That's great. The kids will love it. It's for high school students.
Hey everyone, welcome to the newest edition of the Mia Connect on Air. I'm your host, Mia Voss. This week we'll be talking about Rocky Mountain Junior Achievement, and my guest today is Jenn Venerable. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Had to do it.